Hey, Rain here. Today's yet again a build showcase, and it's Basmu, compression build. Compression on this weapon isn't half bad, it's multiplicative, it also gives it a little bit of ammo economy, which helps. So, let us immediately start with the build. And here it is. Let's start with the Arcane first. Primary compression. So what this Arcane does to this weapon is when you aim down sight, you're going to lose 80% of your AoE, but you're going to get 100% damage, 5.5 ammo efficiency for every 1 meter radius you lose. So when we aim down sight, we're going to get nearly 200% final multiplicative damage. This Arcane is not additive on Basmu, it's multiplicative. It's a massive DPS increase and you just have to aim. The ammo efficiency is unnoticeable, but it might help when we shoot this weapon. Let me show you against the units. The way primary compression works on this thing is you're going to see this symbol right over here. This is primary compression. So when you aim down sight, you're going to see 195% final multiplicative damage. When you let go, you lose it, right? So aim down sight always to get the massive DPS increase. One nice thing about this Arcane, it's 100% uptime, no conditional gameplay, you just have to aim and your damage is massive. Now for the mods. The mods we're going to use on Basmu, Prime Firestorm is going to give us bigger blast radius, which means more multiplicative damage for primary compression. Dreadful Killshot or Serration, both of them are going to give us active damage. Active damage is multiplicative with Galna Zap. The weapon has Galna's, multiplicative Gunsio, right? Dreadful Killshot, you also have to play a very healthy Warframe, which is going to give you 360 active damage and stash chance, which is a massive damage increase. So if you don't have this, use Serration. If you have this, you have to play a very high HP Warframe. The other mods is Galna Zap, like I said, multiplicative Gunsio, this is a no-brainer, add the damage per status type, and status chance. Galna Chamber for multi-shot, more projectiles, cool chance of gold damage, and viral damage. You're also going to use nearly unranked rim rounds or malignant force because we want to make electricity or heat higher than viral for more consistent electricity and heat ticks. And that's it. These are the mods. For the X-Weapon Adapter, we're going to use Vision Supplies to enhance our crits. The passive, there are two passives. When you fully deplete the magazine, you release a shockwave that staggers enemies and steals their health. It also has an alt-fire. When you press the alt-fire button and middle mouse, you will shoot like a chaining beam that does like no damage. It's not good. Now for the stats, fire rate is very good. Magazine size is kind of low. Ammo maximum for pickup is infinite. It has a battery system. Accuracy is very high, it's automatic, punch is locked, Riven Dispo is very good, cool chance, cool damage, multi-shot is easily by far the best in slot, and you're going to remove Galna Scope. Cool chance is not the greatest, cool damage is average, stash chance is very good, and total damage on direct hit is good. The weapon does have a small AoE, and it comes with heat. And this is the alt-fire. It's not good, believe me. You're never going to use this. And there you go. These are the stats, passive, mods, Arcane, and now it's time for me to show you this build against the units. Alright, let's start. I'm going to spawn level 210 Steel Path or Kimberly dudes. I'm also going to play Naros because of his massive HP, which will easily cap Dreadful Killshot. You can also play Nidus, Clervo, Grendel, Lavo, stuff like that. They also easily cap this, but I'm going to show you with Naros. Right. No buffs are going to be used here. Only Inaros' third ability, which gives me armor and status immunity. And the way this build works, like every other compression build, aim down sight and shoot. We have 100% uptime on Dreadful Killshot thanks to the massive HP Inaros Prime. We have 100% uptime on a Arcane primary compression, you just have to aim. No conditional gameplay, which feels amazing. I really like when there is no conditional gameplay. Compared to like Merciless, you have to get kills, and Deadhead, you have to get headshot kills. This, you just have to aim. And this is also better than those two. And it's also better than Bulwark as well. But yeah, let me show you again one more time. It's much, much better. Shoot, 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 stop, shoot, 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 stop, and repeat. Sadly, the ammo efficiency doesn't really do much. mostly because the weapon doesn't have a massive base AoE. But yeah, that's the build. Now it's time for me to show you this weapon against the Steel Path enemies. So, let's go. And we're in. I'm up against the Corrupted Enemies Mod Survival Steel Path. I'm going to show you this build. The compression build, of course. No buffs. I won't be using any buffs. My companion is here just to prime enemies with Tazi Core. It does have Reinforced Bond. It's a mod that everybody can use. It's a companion mod that gives you 60% fire rate. That's it. Even without that, even without priming and using Reinforced Bond, the weapon does absolutely fine. It's a good weapon. Not the greatest clear. The weapon doesn't really have the greatest clear. The AoE, even without primary compression, isn't the greatest when it comes to clearing. It's like 2 meters with Prime Firestorm, nearly 3 meters. Not good. The Alfire, this is the Alfire, you just shoot like a chain. Yeah, it's a chainer. It's just going to generate a large amount of electricity and heat ticks, but the problem is, technically electricity ticks, it doesn't generate heat ticks, but the problem is, the damage is so low, even if you generated like around 200 stacks of electricity, they kind of tickle. They can kill these units, but something tinkier, it doesn't really do much. Even after like 1,000 stacks of electricity, it's hilarious. There are some weapons that can generate like 5 stacks of heat or electricity, and that will do a lot more than this Hellfire. The Hellfire just isn't good, sadly. The base damage is way too low. It does have really good base scroll damage, but the base scroll chance is not the greatest. And base damage. In general, primary compression made this thing much better. If only this weapon had a higher base AoE on the primary fire, so we can utilize the ammo efficiency, which this weapon does need. You can exhaust the mag on this weapon way too fast. 21 maximum size on the magazine is kind of low. Like, you're always going to exhaust this. So you have to stop yourself from shooting to, you know, to maintain the weapon's DPS. If you exhaust, you have to wait the reload, which is like 2 seconds, I believe. But yeah. Now let's wait for the Eki boy. Eki boy! He's already here. There he is. Alright, Eki. There he is. The problem is, against the Acolytes and enemies that are like heavily resistant to status effects, you can only generate 4 stacks of electricity and heat. And Varl, technically they're immune to Varl, so you're not going to do much against these style of enemies. So you have to use like layers of damage buffs and armor strip, so you can destroy this guy ridiculously fast. But without using layers of buffs, it takes a while. But yeah, that's it. I believe you guys seen enough. Time for me to leave, boys. And be right back. And there we go. Basmu with primary compression is very good. There's nothing else to say. That's the weapon and the build. I hope you guys enjoyed the build. Leave a like and sub, and of course, see you all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.